swarms then and condense down. And I've gotten that size through the winter just fine, but they still got time. We'll get them on a goldenrod flow this fall and see what happens. Here we are. Sir, if you want to, just a little puff there and there. We're a bit alternative here.
Just don't interrupt.
All right, fire. Thing works. I'm sold, man. I need one of those. That's pretty awesome.
It's a date pipe, D-A-T-H-E.
I think I've read it.
Yeah, he invented that in 1870.
Do you like it?
I love it. This is mine. This is a Dean's or Ramona's, but I have some at home. Yeah.
So you can tell you got to populate hive when they're all on the follower board like that. Look at the amount of propolis right there.
I use just something smaller. You can't put the big sticks in. I use tansy. Here's pine needles. That's what we found around here.
But on a day like this, you know, and this early in the morning with all this coming, bees that are coming back right now, I would not try to open up a Langstroth without a lot more smoke. But the top bars, there's.
Why do you think? Oh, because you're not exposing the whole hive.
You pop the whole lid, you're letting all the heat out.
So does it stay lit good?
This
Yeah,
comb, I
and
know
it
it's got
doesn't,
considerably
it lights
lighter
like
since
that.
they've been here.
You're not paying Daniel Boone with a other
After
smoker.
lighting? You just light it through the...
Here and blow out here.
I'm just getting an idea if I want to pull a comb of honey or two out of this later today to feed our package. But
Mostly are sold in Germany, and we call them Imker pipe.
They're pretty much the same. That
There's one that's 2 inches shorter. I have some of them.
And if you do, Sam, how would you do that? You just cut it off and drop it into the box?
oh, for what?
For the honey?
For a harvest?
For the package.
Oh no, I'm not going to cut it off. I'm going to probably sew it in that little nook that we just freed up. That's where I'll shake the package in later.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
So there's a lot of brood of virgin bees in this hive.
No, my nose
It's Bernoulli, drip across the grass and blow through here.
It can be a bit, tricky when you got a bulging out comb. You see that, how it's coming out like that? So trying to get them back together, right like this, you don't have some finesse at it. Actually, bees, but you can always pick these up and put them back together like that.
So
It takes a little practice, but you can be a lot kinder without having to take off all the boxes.
You usually just carry it around.
take a puff every once in a while.
See, they're making a cup right here too, and look, you see how light it is. That's a pretty new queen cup right there. That tells me that this hive's pretty crowded. Even though it's not swarm season really, there's like too many bees in this box.
They're thinking about it.
They're thinking about it. So I mean, I can just let them go. They might not swarm. They always have a couple of these cups. Sometimes they have full capped queen cell here and there. They make them, they chew them down, make them chew them down.
The location is not.
No. Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna swarm, they would just build them everywhere, sides, middle. But
No.
yeah, they chew. They build them. They chew them down. Like Russian and wild type bees do that quite a bit. So
Why would they chew them down?
because they don't want to swarm, they don't want to supersede, but they always have one in store just in case it's like good.
And pull in, and you're loaded. If it's out,
Everyone get a chance to see the
one blow, it's
Thi-
gone.
This, judging by our color, is not a Russian. This is a wild type bee. It's actually a daughter,
Oh, I see.
likely of the line of that really big wild hive. I removed her.
How can you tell that?
Just by her color.
Here,
Russian
you work with both
be a
hands.
solid brownish.
And that's what you have mostly.
Russian and wild bees, I brought in buckfast. I brought in like a little bit of everything over the years, and then just let them all go. I mean, I was keeping track of all the families, but now they're there, they're not. They're just bees.
Oh, this you can talk.
Yep. They're making quite a few of them, which means we ought to.
I put a ring through here and a lanyard. So
You don't keep records like Brother Adam,
I
huh?
want to yawn.
Brother Sam.
Used to do it quite a bit more than what I do now, but yeah, we can keep up. So it's looking like it's brewed pretty much end to end in here.
Okay.
But I will install a package on brood if that's like all that's available. Like in the first half of the year, that's often all there is brood. pretty sure this was mostly honey, but a week ago this would have been all honey. They're going back into it.
That means they're
Getting ready
cleaning
for
out
fall.
to create space for her to lay in.
Yeah, yeah, making new combs. So look over there. But you see this curve right here? Like how the way it's turning like that. You got to watch for that, like when you're keeping top bars, because the next one will be curved
Bulging out
even more
more.
like that.
So do you trim that off or pull it back in line?
I probably don't do anything.
Well, what would
But
you
you
recommend
could.
you do with that? Nothing, or would you cut it to?
I'm just having it, right now it's on the side of this box, so I know that this comb, they can't get totally crazy if they're going to run with it from here. So if I was going to
This one's
transfer
gonna
this,
go without.
I was going to transfer this to a bigger box, I would keep this there and I'd drop an empty. Rather than putting an empty here, I would just put,
those two together, you mean?
I'd put an empty right here rather than putting empties over here, then they would go, yeah, crazy.
So you put that up against an already drawn out flat thing.
Yeah.
The bones.
Yeah, you can always,
And just let them move with the gap.
if you have another top bar hive, you can always shuffle in a straight cone. If they start going crazy, you can put a straight cone somewhere else, and that'll, you know, keep them solid. So I just wanted to see what was going on here, and there are bees in here.
That's the conclusion. The bees that are kind of maybe going to swarm, though, right?
They're pretty full, and I need to do something. And I'm like out of boxes. I don't have anything left, so I'm just gonna steal their field force, rather than splitting them and taking out combs.
You're going to put something else here and move this out of the way.
I'm putting this little Warre nuke that was sitting on top right back in its place. Yeah.
A rock?
Duct tape, man. Duct tape.
That's right.
Throughout the course of the day, probably.
Uh-huh. They're going to leave out of there and come back to the Warre.
We can check on them if you want to come on out. And
That little stick that you just put in was designed to,
as these combs grow down, they'll grow around this stick, and this will support them. So all the bottom sticks,
and it's crossed. Oh, I see.
yeah, it'll be perpendicular.
So that would be hard to separate those two.
Why would you want to do that? Unless you're taking honey.
Right.
Use wire,
Okay.
and then you run.
Then you run.